All right, we're doing this again. As you can see, it is a really rainy day in Washington. I already pulled down a piece of tube from the ceiling last night, and we're gonna get started on bending some pipe and making some zwing bars. And I want to actually show you guys the jig that I spent the last week making. I didn't really film too much of it other than cell phone footage, but this jig I made for the Zwingbar, which I'm so proud of and happy to finally have in-house, is going to make me being able to make these zwing bars and have some contractors come in and kick ass on bending them together and welding them together so much easier, because now we have a template to basically see if we're messing up, if we went over too many degrees, because it either fits in the jig or it doesn't, and if it doesn't, then that means that our bends or our math was wrong. So let's check it out. Dang. Usually I just don't even film in the rain, so you guys don't get to see how rainy Washington is, but at the same time, it's not always like this. This is the jig.
Looking nice. Looking pretty jiggy.
Pretty jiggy? Yeah, check it out. So
yeah, this thing's epic.
I told YouTube that I would tell them what we made and that I would show them. So Austin, I want you to demonstrate to them what they're seeing in front of them.
Alright, so to make these zwing bars, we need to have them locked in place so we can pretty much mess with them, bend things. I might have to edit this because besides just bending the conduit, what else do we have going on? You know, got these things hold in place so that we can make welds, you know, wherever we need to make welds.
Right.
Looks like we got a ground.
Yep.
Right here.
Ready to be welded on.
Looks like we have a bender, pipe bender over here.
Uh-huh.
I like how you got this little vise.
Yeah, I got the vise over there. I got the notcher right here.
Yeah, so what's the plan?
It's like a one-stop shop. We're gonna be building zwing bars.
Alright.
So we've got a tube right here on the ground already. We're gonna cut that. We also can work on the 30 now that our cylinder head is back from the machine shop. All nice and fresh with those sick new valves. This thing's ready to go on. Oh, also, check this out. Because this head's cracked twice and I'm just throwing money just into the wind, essentially, JE Pistons hooked us up with a free head gasket. They feel our pain, and we appreciate you, JE. It's funny, every other one of these that I've purchased from them has the JE Pistons logo on it, except for the one that we're filming and showing to the world, but it's okay. You guys will know this is a JE Pistons head gasket. All right, should we bend a bottom bar?
We should.
Let's do it. Yo, I completely forgot that we have our light bar right where I drilled those 4 holes. Look at that. It's like Rocket Bunny vibes. Pretty rad. Whoa, that's trippy.
Productive mistakes.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Blue light.
Ooh. Ooh, HIDs?
Yeah.
Masking tape HID? What? Okay.
Actually looks kind of sick.
It does. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Alright. We're switching to 1440 so we can film more. Guys, look at the car with the bumper on with the hood up. That thing, starting to come back to life. Alright, I'm gonna put this GoPro on a chesty mount so I can operate.
Nice.
Hands free. This is how we should be doing every video in the garage, because you need your hands. Okay, bandsaw. Measuring tape. First measurement, 67 inches. Okay.
You did this bend on that?
Paper. Here. Bottom tube. Okay, order 1.
A pinch of salt,
Rotation 0. Angle.
3 teaspoons of chopped onions,
Order. Second bend.
mixed together with the most important ingredient of all,
Rotation.
Oh.
plankton.
Fuck. Alright, so I literally messed up already by not following instructions on this bar. Because it's been a while since we've used this bender and put together some bars. So what I'm just going to do is turn this into a tube front end. So let's see. Or not. 7 inches though is like where the bend starts. Sounds fun.
Up there. Yeah, sorry, super short notice.
It's alright. Let's see. So this would go under the nose panel. I think what I need to do is start by removing this. The only thing is it's so convenient how it holds the headlight and everything, but I still feel like it's so overkill and unnecessary.
What? This thing? Or
It's so ugly too. I hate
Yeah,
this
it looks
piece.
stupid. And
It
it's
makes my
very-
engine bay look
it's flimsy. I
crowded.
could break this with a hammer.
Let's do it. Let's cut it off.
Yeah. fuck
Angle
this.
grinder. Okay. Here, you can connect it to that. Grinders. Right here, and then we'll switch. Yeah, look, here's the pinch welds. Do you see that? 1, 2, and then there's a pinch weld right here. 1, 2. So instead of just cutting this and losing that centerpiece, we're gonna drill through the pinch weld. Drill bits, they just get sucked into place.
Knock it right there.
Oh, is there another pinch weld? Oh, there is. It's right there. See? Look at that.
Also, no mechanics gloves.
Nuts.
I got some good gloves in the car.
So now we have at least an idea of like where our height needs to be. We're gonna be able to use, like, bring this back and use it as reference. Look at that. So, now we can come back if we need to. Like, look at the height. And this piece right here doesn't really matter. What matters is mainly, this is other bars. What matters mainly is this. And knowing where these holes are for the intake and the headlight. So, this comes off. Okay, now I've got room. So let's see. We're taking away all these measurements right now. So this may be flimsy, but it's got the exact height that this nose panel needs to be, which is gonna set the baseline for where the headlights need to go and for everything else to go back together. I'm glad we're doing this. And now we can make an actual bracket to hold the radiator. Done our first little bend here. And now we're doing the other side. Roughly 30 degrees, because we're not really taking measurements right now. We're just doing gut
math.
Measurements
Gut
and
math.
gut math.
And so far, honestly, we might be stumbling upon a gem. We never know.
A gem.
A gem. This might be.
May have only been 20 degrees. Let's take a look. These look pretty parallel. So is this parallel? No, not yet. We got more to go. That's my ruler.
I'm saying, so like, then we'll get this measurement. 3.5. That's my gut math.
Yeah, that's good. Check out my new handlebars. Like, we can make a
What, are you
motorcycle.
getting into BMX now?
Yeah. What if we went this way?
You know what? It looks pretty good.
Yeah, what we're gonna do is. Oh, and you know what we should do? We should stop and buy those removable
Caps?
They're like Allen wrench bolts, and they're like quick release things.
Oh,
so
I
say
know what
this
you're talking about.
bends,
Yeah.
we just go, let me take it off. But what we can do is we can cut the top of this and rest it where this is sitting. All right, so now that we've got the nose panel bolted onto the frame rail, I didn't have it on before since I just threw it on. We can now cut off this top piece. This is gonna be kind of where this part of the bar is gonna sit.
I sprayed. I was standing on the wrong side of that.
You got sprayed?
Yeah, by the sparks.
Don't forget to take your gut measurements before you start cutting. I think that's about right. And we're gonna use these as cup holders so we can like place soda cans right here while we're at the track. We're just gonna weld that back together.
Soda cans.
Just kidding. So this is gonna sit like this. If I don't put a quick disconnect right here, it's gonna look unintentional and cheap and terrible. If I just weld a bar to a bar, it's just gonna look tacky.
Yeah.
And we can't have that. So we're gonna need to buy those like $60, however much they cost, quick disconnects. And then what we'll do is we'll do a 90-degree bend and bring it to the strut tower. It's just figuring it out as you go. All right, guys, so we're at a stopping point because I need some quick disconnects, but look at that, not bad. Again, we're just using this kind of stuff as reference. We need some tube quick disconnects, and it's gonna be really nice, actually. We're gonna place them right here, and then we're gonna have a bar that wraps around, and we're gonna make a plate onto the strut tower, and this bar is just gonna touch the plate. And if I need to remove the motor and transmission as one piece, I want to make this as easily removable as possible. So you take your Allen wrench, you loosen it, it like swings out, this thing pops out, and the Zwingbar is just 4 bolts here, 4 bolts there. The whole front of this car comes off really easily. And you want to, you know, as you're building a car, you always want to plan for that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go to Snohomish and pick some of these up from my buddy Alex Lindsay, and we'll come back and we'll carry on. I completely forgot to film when I was, yeah, anyway, I got them. Thanks to my buddy Alex Lindsay. And now we're gonna throw these on the car.
Thank you so much, Alex. You really pulled through for us, buddy.
Big shout out to Alex Lindsay.
Alex, Lindsay, and Zach.
Alright, let's go throw these on. Alright, gotta do some welding. I want to tack these quick disconnects on to our bar. These are just gonna go right here. And because this is like, I think this is made for 125 and this is 095, it's a little jiggly in here, but once we tack it on, it should be no problem. We'll just weld it around nicely. Let's show you something super cool. This basically, and this slides right out. So if I have this welded on to another bar, this is going to be staying in place, and then this is going to slide out. It's just gonna sit like that. But how cool is that? 30 bucks a pop, but these things are so worth it. So next is make our bar that goes from the strut tower to here. Okay, that looks good. Probably should have done this beforehand, but it's okay. Put everything back together, it's chilling. What I want to do is measure the distance. I want to find a reference point, and maybe we just use the nose panel. It's better to probably use the Zwingbar's base plate, at least for this first measurement, and that'll help us determine the rest. But this will be for getting that intake back in place in the correct spot. 7 3/4. Top of Zwingbar. Let's get to bending. Unless See if this works. Might be a little too thick. Who cares? Let's do it. We're gonna try and bend this son of a bitch. Might require a bit of a torching. You know what though? I think I did all right. Measuring tape. All right, super late in the morning, but we found a stopping point. Check that out. We got our plate on. So far, we're just gonna tack weld the tube. Needed a couple more tacks to support this, the weight of all this, but this is tacked on, our quick release. And then tomorrow we're gonna tackle some Zwingbars and then cut this short, put on our other quick disconnect, do the plate on this side, and then if it all looks good and all looks straight, we will finish welding it all. But yeah, thanks for watching. That's the end of this video. If you again, if you like this style of content where I'm actually filming what I usually do in here instead of just the like things that matter with the E30, I don't know, usually this is the kind of stuff I do that I just don't capture because I'm too busy working, but with this GoPro I kind of just throw it on my chest, throw it around, not have to worry about a heavy camera, holding it with one hand while trying to work. Using this GoPro is kind of a game changer. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, peace.
Autonomy is an illusion.